that's where time in the market matters.
Yeah.
That's where having done this for 20 years matters. You know, whether it's the financial crisis, whether it was COVID, whether it was, you know, properties going down 5 years in a row during the financial crisis, most people didn't experience that. So you look at a lot of the gurus out there now and they've done it for 5 years or 7 years or 8 years. And you're like, pucker up, buttercup. It's coming.
Yeah. Get ready.
You know, yep. Get ready, pal. Cause this market we've had up and to the right for 14 years. So largely speaking, if you've been doing this for less than 14 years, you haven't actually seen a real hard correction yet. You haven't seen units sit for months. And very often, what's the first thing to go when cash flow starts to dwindle is maintenance. So what I always tell people is, you know, for me, it was boots on the ground. I wanted to make sure that, and it's not that hard, right? If you have forced hot air systems where you've got, you know, heat and AC, it's changing out those things twice a year. Something really, really simple. You know, it is going twice a year at that same time when you're changing that. Run all the faucets, make sure it's not dripping under the sink. You know, look at the ceiling below the tubs. You know, look at the caulking around the tub. Look at the caulking where, you know, the tub actually meets the flooring. You know, all these little things that will avoid massive maintenance. Crawl up in the attic, see if you have any wet spots on your roof. You know, are you getting any penetration there? When you go up there and you're looking around your chimney, do you see any daylight? P.S. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, looking at the insulation in your attic and seeing, does it have a bunch of little trails in it, meaning you've got some critters? Or is it still nice and fluffy and puffy and it's actually insulating the way that it should? It's kind of like, you know, we have a checklist that we have we have a lead guy. We only have one employee. Everybody else is contractors, where we just say, this is the checklist that we want you to go through in every unit a couple times a year.
Yep.
That quickly sets off for us, hey, this tenant is a hoarder and this is going to end badly here, you know? Or when we go in and we find it, most people don't know, but it's actually a felony to take down smoke detectors. How often have you walked into a unit where you all of a sudden find out that, oh, wow, these guys didn't say they were smokers, but they're smokers and they've taken down all my smokes. How else would you know that? Like the neighbor's not going to know that. And you don't want to, you know, snitches get stitches. So I'm not trying to get the neighbors to report on each other. So I think that when you're interested in your properties, that's interesting to other people. And I think that's the easiest way. Most of the mistakes that we're talking about here are multi-$1,000 problems. So even for somebody that has 4 or 5 units, that it might take a handyman the entire day to get through it, that day might cost you $300 or $400. It is a pittance compared to if any of those things go badly. You know, check the washer dryer connections. How many times have you heard a hose started leaking, but it was leaking behind the washer? And then all of a sudden they hear a drip or they see a stream or then it just pops off and it starts flooding the unit below.
Yep.
There's just so many different things that you can check to put yourself in a much better position.
Yeah, this is one I had the exact same big takeaway from early in my career was just having a checklist.
Yes,
is a huge deal. Like you kind of, it's awesome that you listed them all by memory, just some of these details, but